in Contained, where we are slowly making progress. We are currently in the biofuel era, which is great. Hopefully, maybe I don't know exactly what we're gonna get into uh, as far as this goes, but looks like we're working our way down to making some clay balls. But our first step, as we saw last time, we need to make a biogenerator, steel, a magmator, some packed wheat, and all that fun stuff. I swear to God, the moment, the moment that I started, this happens. I'm like, I don't understand. I thought I turned everything off. Whatever. We need to make the the biofuel generator, which I actually believe, yes, I do have everything needed. The steel, the wheat, the magmator that we started with, which is pretty cool. Multi-block requires a machine core, which we should have one right here. Let's head on out to see where we can place this. Probably right here, I think. If let which way is this going to face when I set it down? Let's right click that, right click it again. Where is the output? I don't know where the output is. I'm gonna assume it's this side, which is fine. If that's the side, that's the side. We'll find out here in a moment, I suppose, but we will set it right like that. I think that's going to be accurate. Okay, that did connect, so I think we can do that to extract. Awesome. What does this use for fuel? Biomass churning. So the raw polymer, the packed wheat, biomass, blocks of biomass, unholy intelligence. Interesting. And then any type of seed. Interesting. So if we like pop that seed in there. Ooh. But there's nothing coming out of here. Or it's not filling. So I'm assuming that is generating power. Awesome. We'll collect that one. So now we need to make the raw polymer, which this is water and packed wheat in the fluid separator. So I know we got the centrifuge going. I did make another bucket. Let's make this packed wheat. We'll see. Oh, how much do you have? 4 buckets. Okay. 4 buckets so far. If I do that, put that in there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. How long does this take? It's going pretty quick, but I don't know because I know we made this with a slightly better machine frame. I don't know if that's gonna have too much effect. All right, we got raw biopolymer. Check. Then we need to make a dirt pile, which is water and organic powder. Okay, so we need more water. Let's grab organic powder and get that. We're gonna make a little bit of progress. So that goes in, then we right click that. So we're gonna wanna feed this water. If we look at the centrifuge, what else can we do? So this is just centrifuging. So redstone will get us small uranium, okay? Coal dust can get us carbon fiber strands. What are those? Oh my god, I will be right back. The curse of being the family IT person. uh, my family owns a bar. My uncle just switched over to a new internet service provider, and in the process is having some issues connecting like his point of sale systems and things like that. So now I have something fun I get to do tomorrow. That's going to be great. Picking up where we left off, that call took a while. I have more dirt. I have more raw biopolymer. I have packed wheat as well. And over here, we have a simple clicker, and we have our primogel goo. Because from what this said, dropping raw biopolymer into biofuel will create polymorphic fluid. All right. So we need, that's blackstone, that's coal. I need charcoal, of all things. That's fun. I haven't needed charcoal in quite a while. We're going to grab, I feel like my mouse is having issues. Let me plug it in so it has power just to make sure we don't drop out last minute for some reason. It's getting power. Okay. Yep. Fine. Man. So I should, if I drop this in here, yes. So that will constantly feed that. Fantastic. I feel like we're gonna need to automate this in some way, which is fun. But for right now, we're just gonna do this to get some charcoal. We will speed this up just for a second. And we have charcoal. So let's grab this. We're going to come over here and we're going to break that down and then break that down even more. Into the chest you go. Because we need to make biomass. When's the last time we had to do that? All right. Biomass 36. All the biomass blocks, 4 biomass blocks, sure. We're going to need to block this off. Not like we had it before. And the biomass. And we let this do its thing. And we have biomass. So I'm thinking we just drop it. Yep, just like that. Excellent. That part is done. So we need to turn this dirt pile into dirt. That's all it's used for. We have 15 dirt. Awesome. We then need to make mud. Use a water bottle or a water drop on dirt to create mud. All right. So just like this. Grab some water drops. Like that. So I don't have a shovel, but I can steal one from here. It's still going. And we have mud. All right. So then how do we make clay? From dropping mud into polymorphic fluid. All right. Does this use up the polymorphic fluid? It doesn't. That is good. Drop all of that. Does this hurt? Nope. It actually just kind of shoots you out. We got clay blocks. And then we need to make a clay ball. Can I do that? No, I have to break them. Okay. Boom. We got 4. Don't need to create a party. Yes! And we get 4 more just for our troubles. Huzzah! Now, here we go. We're now getting into, it looks like some smeltery stuff, which is kind of cool. Black brick is made from, okay. Let's all these down. 64, what? Am I gonna need a bunch of clay balls for something else later? So, daub, ball mold, okay. Clay catalyst beads. Biofuel with a clay catalyst bead will give me diesel and naphtha. How do you make a refinery? Electrum? Alright, not going to worry about that right now. Okay, so we're going to do... Alright, getting black brick. I don't know how many of these we're going to need. I'm going to think a lot. These are going in there. Grab. Done. So we need a simple tank. Oh, all right. Well, time to do math. Time to bust out the notepad. Ooh. The multi-block controller, which, okay. So what is, let's see, simple tank for simple casting, right? Crafted black bricks, we're gonna get 2. Requires a simple tank with fuel to melt items. The solidifier turns molten into solids, and that's a multi-block controller. So what does that do? Getting started. To get into creating the multi-block, you need to have a simple casting setup to create the multi-blocks you need. Okay, so this isn't like Tinkers. Okay. Okay, I thought this was like a Tinkers where we're going to need to build a thing, but apparently not. A simple tank. Then we need to make 8 of those. Like this. Controller. And we need 2 more. I think that was here and here. Those on the side. Simple solidifier. All right. Collect them up. What is this? A block mold. Block mold is any type of block, it looks like. So if I just grab this, does that count? No, that does not count. Does this count? Nope. What about this blackstone that I've been holding on to? No. Okay. Block mold. The block of biomass counts. That's fine. I can always make more of that. So we now have something going on. Where do we want to set this up? Maybe we should set this up out here. Why not? So I don't see. Okay, G. So casting. All right. So casting is a mod that allows you to smelt items. First, you need black brick. Okay. The controller is the heart, is where you melt stuff. Controller requires a fuel tank adjacent to the melt items, and the controller can store 4 different unique fluids. Okay. Solidifier allows that, and then you have a fluid mover to move fluids around from inside the machine GUI. The fluid mover cannot place fluids in the output. It can also be used in world on fuel tanks to extract and insert fluids. Okay, so a simple tank, a solidifier, a controller, so tanks on either side. The controller will automatically eject its fluids into adjacent solidifiers and mixers. The mixers will automatically eject into the solidifier. Okay. So it sounds like we'll go tank, controller, solidifier. I think that's it. All right. Then we have the multi-block, which to make that, I need the simple controller with molten black brick. Okay. So So one thing of okay, what do we got here? So this is casting. We have the controller. So that's what it'll smelt into. Where's the tank? Fuels. This is what we want. Molten uranium, blaze, obsidian, coal, diesel, biofuel, and lava. So we want biofuel. Noted. I think what we do. Do I only need one? I think I only need one of these. This is the polymorphic. Polymorphic. What does this do? Is that it? So I can drop portal fluid catalysts. It can mix to make mysterious alloy. But I need a mixer, a multi-block mixer. Right. Right. Okay. Well, this is where I think this fluid drawer that I made is going to come in. We're going to set it... Man, I don't know. We're going to set it right here. This can hold 32 buckets, which I think is pretty solid. And we're going to want to make more bio. Coal, please. Just make all of that. And give me a bunch of this. Give me that. Give me those. 13. 13. And now we're here. So I wanted to... This is kind of what I wanted to do in the first place. Here, here, here. We want these simple block placers. If I... Right there. Okay, good. Good. Really? Guess we need to be further back. Just like right at the back end of that. Okay, good. Then we want here. We have these simple fluid collectors. It's going to go right there. One there. That's going to collect that one. One here. And then one... Not there. That's too far. Too far. Right there. Okay. Those have 8,000 millibuckets, so these can hold 8 buckets each. Okay. So in the block placer, 4. Good. Block placer, 4. And block placer, 5. So let's make sure that this works the way that we're expecting it to. We should collect the fluids. I always forget biomass takes so long. Good. That's got a bucket. That one's done. It's got a bucket. That can be filled. And that's got a bucket. All right. We want another bucket and another fluid drawer. This will go... Man, I don't know, like right here for now, I guess. Yeah, I made some fluid pipes. It's going to be here, here, here. It is not the prettiest setup in the world. I will be the first to admit. And all of that should go over here. All right, all right, all right. So it wants stone. Light gray asteroid can be melted into molten stone. So that's in solidifier. That requires a block mold and 1,000 millibuckets of that. That provides 100, but these each provide more. So it's 10. So it's, wow, it's not a very good return on investment. 10 of these. We'll put the block mold. That's really hard to see. If I do that, all right, make that a little lighter, and then all right, that's a little easier to see. We'll stick with that. Nope. We want to pop that in there. That shows biofuel. It's up to temp. We're gonna toss all 10 of those. That all right. That goes. It's not the fastest in the world, but that definitely goes. Okay, that shoots it over here. There's 1,000 millibuckets. So all right, so we're making our first piece of stone. Our first piece of stone in this. We are on episode what? 6. Awesome. Then we can make netherrack. How do we make netherrack? Stone around the goo. Okay. So stone around the goo makes netherrack. Netherrack can then be squoze into lava. Then we should be able to use the fluid generator to make infinite lava. Oh my god. Can we make the squeezer? I feel like we should be able to make the squeezer. Did it? Yeah. Okay. So that requires maybe we can't. Or maybe we can. What are we missing? I'm missing an iron block. Is it just one iron block? Yep. And I'm missing sticks. Can I make a squeezer? Yes. Okay. Excellent. All right, I have this extra goo. We're going to go right there. Drop you. Take this stone. Please turn that in another rack. Is that spreading? Yes, that is spreading. Another rack, here we come, baby. Let's get another fluid generator. This will keep the fluid inside of it. I am going to need another bucket. Oh, that takes so long, but this is going to be so worth it. Just going to give this a hot second. There's a lot of fast forwarding through transformations. We have netherrack. Give that to me. All right. All right. So now here, I'm gonna place you there. The squeezer goes here. Nope. Let's rotate that. Okay. Because I think I need it to point that way. Let's get some netherrack. Okay. It's slowly going. Like I have to actually boost up a bit to make that happen. Come on. A little more. Why are you not doing a thing? Are you not doing a thing? What? What? I'm sorry. Hold on. Maybe we're locked out from the quest. Lava drop obtained through straining. Obtained through straining. Why? Okay. It's the mechanical squeezer, not the regular squeezer. And I can't make that until I get all this other stuff. Oh my god. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. Do I have more sticks in here? I don't. That's a little bit of a waste of time. Kinda, not really. Make a rod mold. And then we can make nickel rods. So it's 45. Okay, 45. And then, like, how much an ingot gives 90. So each nickel will give me 2. How many do I need for the strainer? I need 4. All right, so we just need 2 nickel. We're going to take out our rod mold, or our block mold, put our rod mold, dump these in there. How quick does that go? I get bamboozled. I got freaking bamboozled. Okay, good. You're going. 180. Yeah. So that's gonna be right. All right. So that's gonna get us that. We want the multi-block controller, which means we need another simple solidifier inside of a solidifier. No, a controller with a black brick. Okay. Strainer. Used to find items inside blocks. So, okay. So we need a mesh. We have a wooden mesh. Just sticks. String mesh, bamboo mesh, flint mesh, bone, tin, bronze, iron. Probably go with the iron mesh. I think. Strainer is. We need wood. I should. Wait, what am I missing? Oh, I need to make the meshes first. Okay. Stick. We go mesh. We can make 2 iron meshes. And a strainer. Hallelujah. Done. So this wants made inside a multi-block controller with a mixer. All right. So I'm going to need more dirt. I'm going to need to make clay, to make yada, yada, yada. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a quick break to go ahead and get this stuff together. So hopefully we can make this work. Be right back. I think we got it. I've melted bricks. So we're going to toss the controller in. That's going to go. Then, all right, so that's 1. I have. Wait, is that only. You son of a. I'm going to need. I thought this gave me. No, it doesn't. No. Oh, I could have just melted the clay? If I'd known that. Alright, that makes sense. Alright, so I need 4, 4, 4. So we have the multi-block controller. The simple solidifier, we have to turn into a multi-block solidifier. So let's toss that in there. Then the simple tank, we turn into a multi-block tank, but then we also need to make a multi-block valve. So I might have enough here. Okay, there's the solidifier. Turn the tank into a multi-block tank. I think I need 4 more. Go faster. multi-block tank. We'll turn that into a valve. Which, actually, looking at this, I don't think I actually need to do that, but it's fine. Okay, multi-block valve, and then these will turn that into the multi-block tank. I should have a buttload more over here. So I was wrong when I said, oh, so this isn't like, uh, Tinker's Construct. It's very much like Tinker's Construct. If we look here at the multi-block controller, this is the simplest one, but you know, you don't have a solidifier. So we need to go with something more along these lines, which is fine. I think out here, where we're already doing it, is perfectly acceptable. Why not? So we're gonna do this, and actually, I need to, I think, move that one forward, like so. Then we want just some wood to build off of. Okay. Okay. So we want our tank right here. We'll place our controller in the middle. We'll place our solidifier right there. The valve, that's fine. Just need block, 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 block right there. Break you. Are you online? Turn on the multi-block. Turn on the multi-block. Ready to work. No regulators detected. Add for reserving space. What is that? What is a regulator? Multi-block. Each of these blocks placed in the wall of a multi-block will reserve part of the tanks for fluids, e.g. having 3 in the multi-block will allow for up to 3 different fluids to be stored inside in equal amounts. Recipes that create another fluid will not run. Regulators keep the original behavior. Okay. Did I... Wait, where's the solidifier? Blah, where's the mixer? That's the valve. Did I not make a mixer? No, because I need the mixer. Multi-block mixer, which is the valve. That's why I had to make the valve. Okay. Brick. Make 3 more. This. Valve goes in there. Yes, that's, we needed that. It's right there, right? It's right there. Okay. You're going. Then we're going to need to make the mysterious goo. Mysterious alloy, which, oh, son of a bitch. Okay. Iron, stone, polymorphic juice, biofuel. Got it. But then on. That's off. Do I want to turn them all on? Okay. Not sure. What I do know, okay, we're going to need you to come in here. Okay, so that has, okay, that. We're going to need another one of you to fuel the thing. Then we want you. It's going to go in there. And then let's do this. So we want 1 stone. Does the black stone melt into that? It does not. So we need 10. I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna get this done. That can't fit 10 yet. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, this is like pulling teeth, isn't it? Go. You go. Because that's 900. Okay. What else? Redstone. So one redstone, one nickel, one iron, one iron, one nickel, one redstone. Does it need lapis as well? No. Those are melting. Does this give me the mysterious alloy? What is that used for? That is just used for strainers. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Biofuel, polymorphic, stone, iron, nickel, redstone. That's the 6. Okay. So do it. One, one, one. Yes. Biofuel, polymorphic. Did you got okay. Filter. Empty to click cycle. Oh. Okay. I was really afraid for a second that that was going to dump all of the contents. Done. Done. Did something just fly out of me? No. Okay. Strainer. A strainer tank can be placed above a strainer to prevent spills. Okay. Tank. A strainer tank. Okay. So, if I remember, we can do this. We can do this. Drop you in there. Right. So now we need an iron mesh. And that's a quartz mesh, lapis mesh, prismarine mesh, iron mesh. Fluid, netherrack, and we have a 55% chance of a lava drop. Does that work? Oh my god. Please give me a lava drop. We got a lava drop. It uses that. Okay. What can the lava drop be used for? Fluid separation. So if we have 4 of these, then we can make 4 of them. We're in business. We're in business. The lava drop can also be used to make the fire aglabdegalo, which can give me fire essence, which I can use to do some stuff. Okay, but that's a ways off because I haven't even seen Inferium or anything like that. All right. So I need to gather more materials. I need to make stone. I need to make a few things. It's gonna be like 30 of this. Yeah, 30 of that. Then I gotta pipe in there and then make block mold. Let's go ahead and shove that in there. That's ready to work. Empty. Click to on fluid or filter. Let's turn that off for right now. Click to cycle found it. Okay, fine. I have a goal. I'm gonna work on that goal. Everyone, this is gonna be a long episode. I got quite a bit of editing to do with the jumps and the fast forwards, but I appreciate you sticking around. I am going to get what I need, and I will see you next time.